What's going on, everybody? My name is Coy, and you just tuned into another segment of What If. What if the Yeezys were easily accessible? Would the desire still be there? Would people be acting crazy for these freaking sneakers? Like, come on. We know how people get with sneakers. And it just kind of seems like Kanye just kind of shined a light on people's craziness a little bit more ever since he started making these sneakers, honestly. And kudos to you, Kanye. I mean, there's not that many musicians, rappers that actually has made a successful shoe and had so much craze for this sneaker. I mean, I definitely applaud you for that.
Did anybody tell me the price point of the G-Unit sneakers or the S. Carter's? Master P, Baby, those were sneakers, but they were boots. Or who else musicians did some shit?
But let's just take it down the dark path real quick. Like, these people are acting ridiculous over these sneakers, and I'm just wondering if it was more accessible, would people be acting so crazy? It's crazy because like Yeezy went from Nike to Adidas, and even with Nike, he definitely had a following, he had a craze. But I think what also happened too was he made himself more of a brand, like a designer. Because with Nike, he was just the designer. We knew he did that design, but it wasn't like his own shoe. And I'm not so sure if the controversy between Nike and Adidas kind of built the hype. Like, we saw that whole story kind of, like, the whole story evolved. And like, when he was with Nike, okay, we saw that first one, we loved it. We saw the second one, we loved it more. And then it was just like crash and burn, and then we were like, all right, is he coming out with another sneaker? Is he, like, what's he doing? Once we heard that he went to Adidas, that made us even think like, oh snap, like, what is he gonna do? Like, is it gonna look like the same sneaker, or is it gonna be something totally different? That's what kind of built the hype kind of behind it too, like just the whole storyline of knowing where he came from and then boosting it, no pun intended, to what he's done with Adidas. Adidas definitely got up there, and we were used to seeing just those 3 stripes, like, like the B-boy stance type of thing, or our shell toes. Like, that's what Adidas, especially in my generation, was known for. Kanye really brought that colorway to the table though for Nike. I feel that, like, it was an identifiable colorway, like a name and everything, and everybody identified with it. All red sneakers kept popping up. It wasn't just with his sneakers. Every time you saw a gray, pink, and glow-in-the-dark sole, you already knew they was chasing after the Yeezys. Like, that was a Yeezy colorway. There's no other sneaker that they can remember from this time frame of it being like related to the Yeezys. Let's say even something like Jordan prices. Would people still be buying them? I think so. But if it was lower than Jordan prices, because Adidas sneakers definitely, first and foremost, their sneakers are a cheaper price point than Nikes, most Nikes anyway. At least the signature ones and the ones that are hyped up. And we weren't really, like, let's keep it real, we weren't really getting hyped over any Adidas sneakers. Like, there weren't many basketball players that had signature shoes with Adidas. And not to mention, Kanye is not even a basketball player. Kanye has done some things as an artist, as a musician, like, so I think he has more control for being that way. You had like this status about you, the people that bought that sneaker. And for that reason, I feel that the price point was made, like, it had that status because of the price point. So if the price point was lowered and it was more accessible, you won't have that status anymore. And people won't be that hyped anymore. So therefore, I really truly think that it kind of would have faded out quicker than how it's still going right now. Like, it's still going right now because it's not that accessible, and for you to be able to rock that sneaker means that somebody either gave it to you within that circle, or you actually went out, hunted, and fished for that sneaker and paid that $250 or more as those bids keep climbing higher and higher, just for the fact that they're called Yeezys. And back to the $1 million question, they were more accessible, would they still be in high demand? Me personally, I don't think so, because owning a pair of Yeezys, wearing a pair of Yeezys, taking pictures with a pair of Yeezys, it means something to this social media, this group of people now. So if you disagree, if you agree, make comments below. Tell me what you think. Check me out next time. Go to my blog, that's poiscollection.com, www.quoyscollection.com.